Breaking news! OpenAI releases GPT-4o. We are so excited to bring this news to you. What is in it? What is it all about? We are going to take this time today, this very moment, to talk through the key features that you need to know and how you can start using some of these things. We will particularly discuss some use cases as we go along. So please stay tuned. But as you listen, if you haven't subscribed yet and you find this useful, why not subscribe to stay up to date, because videos on all these updates will be coming as they drop. So thank you so much for your support. If you are a returning subscriber and if you are new, please consider subscribing. Wow, let's get started. Now, this is coming from Budgeted Concept, and we would like to first talk about the GPT-4o. What is it about? Most of us are aware of GPT 3.5. We are aware of GPT-4. I mean, we call it ChatGPT most time, and all the other, tools that come with this application from OpenAI. But they've released a newer version, and I was surprised with the name O at the end. It is nothing, but it is OpenAI's newest flagship model, and it brings exciting enhancements to ChatGPT. Let me share some key features with you. First of all, you might be wondering, what does the O in the GPT-4 stand for? What does the O stand for? Is it order? Is it ordinal? Or what is it? It actually stands for Omni, because this model is Omni model. It has capabilities to combine audio, videos, and text to analyze and still give you the best of output so far in this AI space. So please stay tuned and let me take it through. The announcement is there on their website, some cool demos that they have done, and I believe that more is coming. So visit the OpenAI official website to get more of this. I'm just giving you the key highlight just in case you don't have time, because we're struggling with time and you don't have time to go through all the details. I believe this video is enough to cover everything that you need to know about the GPT-4o. Great, let's go. First of all, the model has greater intelligence now. So GPT-4 provides GPT-4 level intelligence, but it is much faster and improved across text, voice, and vision, like I've said before. So free users are using ChatGPT, which uses GPT 3.5. And so we don't even have experience with GPT-4. We don't have the capabilities, the level of intelligence that is there. Now, with GPT-4o, the model include, or it gives you that level of GPT-4 level intelligence. And yes, free users can have access to this. I will talk about it in detail. But for now, let me tell you that it combines text, voice, and vision to give you yet the best performance you can get from this AI space, and we're loving it. Now, image understanding is what capabilities. This is particularly, adept to understanding and discussing images you share. So, for instance, you could upload an image and ask a few things. You want to interact with the image, no matter how complex. OpenAI has promised that this new model, GPT-4o, can go through it and understand the model for you. I mean, you can take a picture of a menu in a different language. That's a very use case, guy. A very good use case, guy. So maybe it's in Chinese, it's in another language like Russian, or a different language, or let's say Swahili, yes, or Espanol. You don't understand Spanish at all, but you only speak English. It captures that because this language has covered more languages, and we're talking about that in a moment as well. But it can understand the images you're giving to it, and then it gives you, it can analyze it and translate it for you. If it is in a different language, it can learn about the food history and even get recommendations for you. This is a lot, guys. Just think of what you can do. And if you're a developer and thinking of how you want to utilize the AI, the GPT-4o model API in your applications, let me know what ideas are running in your head right now. Now, feature capabilities. OpenAI is promising that improvements are on the horizon, and this is more. But the few ones that are coming here is that it's going to be more natural, more real time, voice conversation, and the ability to converse via real-time video. You might have seen, if you haven't, then go to the official announcement video and go to the OpenAI website, and you will see a video of how a child is interacting with the model, to teach it something new to him. For instance, it tried to teach the child something like Pythagoras theorem in mathematics, and this is a concept that maybe when you are new to it, it's difficult to understand. But yeah, I would like you to watch the video and think about, do you think the GPT-4o has done justice? Does it do it better than a normal human teacher, or will a better teacher explain it better than he did in that video? Please drop the comment in the comment section and let's go. These are capabilities that has been promised already. Language support, like I said, GPT-4o now support over 50 languages. This is amazing. 50 languages across various interactions. Oh wow. So probably we are coming to an era that somebody say you must write an English exam before you go to an English country such as the United Kingdom, the US, or the Canada, or the United. Maybe that time is coming to an end. If AI can interact all these things, then maybe, imagine you have your device with you, you have your smartphone with you, your friend have a smartphone with him, and you can only speak French, they can only speak English, and you can communicate easily because AI will do the interfacing. I don't know how that will work out, but yeah, it's possible, I think. Now, I've mentioned the capabilities of this new GPT-4o. What is there for free users? Let's talk about them. Free users will now be able to get advanced AI access. This means that OpenAI, they've said that they're committed to making advanced AI accessible. That is the key. I mean, some people have questioned the fact that OpenAI is not really open, that it's supposed to be open, but it's not open. But now they are focusing on making advanced AI accessible to everyone, and they are trying to prove a point here. Like, free users will now have access to features like GPT-4 level intelligence. This is what I'm saying. So far, if you haven't subscribed to any of the OpenAI products, that you are not paying for it. That means you are using GPT 3.5, which of course perform lower than GPT-4. So you don't have experience of how GPT-4 works, but it is now said that you are going to get the GPT-4 level intelligence by using GPT-4o, and it is free. It is free to you as a free user. You don't have to pay anything. But wait a minute, what about the paid user? Doesn't mean will anybody be willing to still pay for it since you can get it for free? We'll talk about that in a moment. But now, you are able to get responses from both the model and the web. Yes, you can either use the model directly, or you can also use the web version. Just log into your ChatGPT and test now and let me know whether you have access to it already or it's still being rolled out. This is a new feature and it's just been announced. Now, the free users will also be able to have access to the capabilities of data analysis and chart creation. So you can upload a file in Excel, PowerPoint, or whatever, or even PDF, and it can analyze the data that is there and create a chart for you. This is amazing, guys. So I mean, I don't know what to say again at this point. It's definitely displacing jobs. I wanted to say taking away jobs, but not really taking away jobs. It's displacing jobs because if you can use AI still, then you always stay in job, I think. Or if you can develop, maybe, yeah. Let's see. Excuse me. Now it can also be engaged in photo discussion. And what does that mean? You can upload any kind of file, especially those that are supported. Like if you check this is coming up in another video, but yeah, PDF, Word document, Excel, and JPEG images, or all the other type of images, and it can assist you with summarizing the content. That's amazing. Or even writing or analyzing the image, or coming up with a write-up based on what you uploaded. So you could upload several documents, like we say, it's multimodal. So maybe you upload a picture, you upload a PDF document, you upload, and then it's time to improve your own prompt engineering, guys. Your prompting skills need to be upskilled. You need to take it to the next level, because getting the best out of generative AI has to do with how best you are at how good you are at prompting. So the best prompting skill get you the best output from generative AI. So after uploading those, you can just say, okay, I want to do this, I wanted to do this, I want to do that, and then keep going at that. This is amazing. And free users are still able to use GPTs and the GPT store. So you go to the OpenAI website there, they've said that you can explore all the other tools there for free, but there's a catch. We'll talk about that in a moment. Now they are committed to building an even more helpful experience with memory. You remember with GPT 3.5, if you keep prompting, let's say if you are troubleshooting, for instance, you're troubleshooting a code and you keep going down, you're coding and going down and down and down, it will reach a stage that the memory will lose with GPT 3.5. And so the conversation cannot continue again. And when you feel that it continues, maybe you think the work is going fine and you think like, oh, I'm almost there. But if that memory has stopped and it's limited there, you now have to start a new chat. So you need to like start prompting it to, bring it up to speed to what you have been doing in the previous chat. Otherwise, you've lost everything. That I'm talking as a free user, you see. But now with this capability coming from GPT-4o, the memory is expanded. So I'm going to, in a future video, you will see how this works, but it's now going to take even longer. The memory is expanded, so it holds your own chat for much longer. So you keep talking to it more and more. Like I said, in a future video, you'll see that. Now, you are also going to experience usage limits as a free user. What I mean by free user is like ChatGPT users, which currently uses, which have been until now have been using 3.5. Now, what you are going, the disadvantage you will have is that there's going to be a limit. So I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know how far you will go before you hit the limit. But ChatGPT has promised that, or OpenAI rather, has promised that once you hit the limits, you will return to the normal or standard ChatGPT 3.5 to continue with your conversation. So I'm not sure whether by the time it switched to GPT 3.5, whether it's able, the history is able to link to what you've been doing with GPT-4o. These are things that I will demonstrate in a coming video. So like I said, if you are not yet a subscriber, please stay in touch and you will always be subscribed so that you can always be updated when a video drops. Now, doesn't mean if paid users and free users both have access to GPT-4o, there's no need to be a subscriber anymore. Not at all. Let's look at what is in there. We've already mentioned the limit, that at some point your prompting will stop and then will be transferred back to normal. But if you are a paid user, you will always stay with the GPT-4o, and which is much faster, than GPT-4. So like I said previously, GPT-4 is faster than GPT 3.5 and more accurate than GPT 3.5. And you've not used GPT-4 before if you are always a free user, if you have always been a free user. But now with this GPT-4o, you are now having access to GPT-4, and so the speed is even faster than the GPT-4. So while the level of intelligence is equal to that of GPT-4, the speed is actually faster. Amazing. It says that it can generate responses in less time. So with one test showing a 488 word, man, this is 500 word that is generated in less than 12 seconds. 12 seconds, guys. Wow, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy, ridiculous. I don't even know how this is going to roll out, because it's just like within the blink of an eye, you've seen almost 500 words generated. But that would have taken you 1 minute with GPT-4. Look, we're talking about a fraction of a minute, just 12 seconds, but it takes a minute, almost a minute for GPT-4. What is the time for GPT 3.5 again? I'll find that data and maybe come up with it in another video. But yeah, that is what is coming, guys. Efficiency. The model is not only faster but also more efficient, with a 58.47 speed increase over GPT-4 version. Amazing. Making it the leader in speed efficiency. Like I said before, the level of intelligence is same as GPT-4, but 58% faster is too much. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. It's too much. It's more than half. Oh wow, interesting. Now, cost for developers. OpenAI has made things a lot easier, guys, for you to be a developer, because it has made the cost 50% cheaper for developers, to implement GPT-4o compared to GPT-4, which could lead to a broader and more cost-effective applications. So what this means is that, let's say previously you are paying 0.08 cent, 0.08 cent for a token under GPT-4. I'm just saying, for instance, I'm not saying that's the price, but I'm saying, for instance, now with the GPT-4o, when you pay the same 0.08 cent, you end up with 2 tokens. So your price is half. So if you build an application where people can interact with, and previously maybe it's the number of users, maybe within a month, is costing you, let's say, about £50, and you could serve 1 or 500 users. Now with the same £50, you will now be able to serve 1,000 users. Or if their user remains the same, then you'll be paying 25 only instead of £50, and your revenue still remain the same. So come on, guys, developers, be good. Any application you've built or you build on this GPT-4, consider reducing the price. Again, that's also another competition, because there are a lot of developers out there. If you keep your price high, they say, without bringing it down, other developers will bring it down. So don't be surprised if you see that users are leaving you and moving to other developers. But yeah, that's just my own opinion, by the way. Now, rate limits. GPT-4o has much higher rate limits, allowing more extensive use without hitting caps that might affect performance. Like I think I've explained it just now, that with GPT 3.5 before, you hit the limit fast, and then the memory is lost, so you have to start a new chat and then start prompting it all over again to bring it up to speed. But now this has been expanded, and so yeah, you not just hit the caps easily. So I think if you are not a paid subscriber before, maybe this is the time to be a paid subscriber. I don't know. And the last thing I would like to talk about before we call it a day for this very episode is that desktop app is also coming. So OpenAI is launching a new ChatGPT desktop app for Mac OS. Amazing. By the way, you know that there's this competition. Enemies are becoming friends, and friends are becoming enemies. Microsoft, Apple, OpenAI, they are all collaborating together. But these are all tech giants that are supposed to be competing against each other. But you see how Microsoft has invested heavily in OpenAI, that I think about 49% of its investment comes from Microsoft. And so if you use any Microsoft product, you see that Bing, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, most of the Microsoft products has got AI capabilities because of this link between the two companies. But Apple is also coming in also. So yeah, it's also using it, but Apple product, the MacBook product from iPhone, Mac Pro, iMac, what have you? Oh yeah, expect AI to be more integrated. Yeah, but yeah, let's talk about the desktop, guys. The desktop app will change. It's a game changer, I will say, because it can integrate into your workflow. And it will make things easy, guys, easy. So think of a firm that maybe it's a law firm, and one of their employees leaving. So normally they need to be that transition training, that a new employee need to be in place, and then the former employee will need to train the new employee on the work. Basically, to understand how the file structure has been saved on the computer, blah blah blah, how to access this, from where, the case for who, the files, and everything. But now with this app, since it can integrate with your workflow, I'm imagining that you could just prompt, say, ChatGPT, hey, bring me up to speed of the files on my document, on my system, and probably summarize them categorically, maybe based on topics or based on months or based, you specify. Again, prompting is key here. And before you realize, it's done with the speed that it can do. You access all your files, and before you know, everything is ready for you to hit the ground running. You don't have to wait for any transition training, and that is really amazing. This is really amazing. Businesses, be ready for this. Individuals, be ready for this. And it is time to also begin to acquire AI skills. It doesn't matter whether you are actually a tech person or not, but it's time to begin to acquire this skill. I believe there are conversion degrees, especially master's degrees, that even if you are coming from a non-STEM background, you can convert to a STEM background, a STEM course, and learn all this AI. It's designed for people like you. So if you want me to say something on that, please leave a comment and I'll make some recommendation for you. Otherwise, you can explore the World Wide Web and get all this information for yourself. But yeah, exciting times are here, guys. However, I know most of you will be asking, what about privacy? Does it mean all my files are open? Will OpenAI share my details with other people, or will this make me vulnerable to cyber attacks? I don't know, but yeah, those concerns are there. Privacy, security remains a concern for AI forever. I mean, for now. So, I don't know. Let me know your thought. Will you delve into using this application, especially that is free? Normally, they say when something is free, you are trading your data for something, because the more we use it, the better the model will become. So, you are using it for free. You are giving your data, and then you are making the model better. But are you concerned about that, guys? Do you think that hackers will be able to access your system easily now? I don't think so, because even if you put your bank account into your own prompt, I don't think that if another person, like even if you put your password, another user who doesn't have access to your account will not prompt say what is so for instance, you work at another company, and I say, what is the password for this person in this company? No, I don't think it will give that. Or let me know in the comment section if you think otherwise, guys. But here is the key message. GPT 4.0 is designed to be safer and more useful according to OpenAI, and they are excited to bring these capabilities to everyone, and I am indeed excited too, and I hope you are. And yeah, the credit here goes to Microsoft Image Designer for creating all the amazing visuals you've seen in this video, except for one screenshot that was taken from OpenAI website. Like I said, more videos will be dropping. There's a video coming to compare, this GPT 4.0 to Google Gemini 1.5 Pro in the terms of capabilities and even cost effectiveness and everything. So yeah, watch out for that video, guys. If you are not yet subscribed, I want to believe that you consider subscribing to stay updated, and then yeah, for future update. But apart from that, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and do have a wonderful